Hey guys, in this video, gonna go through the complete guide on how to set up and use the BESTMOW Robot Lawn Mower. If you're interested in purchasing this robot lawnmower for yourself, I'll have a link to my discount down in the description if you'd like to check that out. But what I'm gonna do in this video is walk you through the steps on how to set up the antenna, how to set up the BESTMOW lawnmower through the app in your smartphone, and then also how to set up the perimeter of your lawn, the process of doing that, mapping out your lawn that it's gonna be working on. And then at the end, taking a look at how it actually does mowing the lawn itself and kind of doing a review on what that looks like. Set up the BESTMOW Robot Lawn Mower through the app on your smartphone so that you can get this up and running and ready to go. I'm on an Android device, so I'm going to download and install the BESTMOW app through the Google Play Store. If you're on an Apple device, it's going to be through the App Store, but launching that. And then in the search area, we're going to search for BESTMOW, and we're going to search for that. And then the app should show up, the BESTMO app right there. So we're going to install it. And then it's going to download and install the BESTMO app onto our smartphone. And then we can either open it from here or we're going to go back to our home page. And I want it right on the home page of my phone. So I'm going to drag up to see all of my apps. They're in alphabetical order. So I'm going to drag and drop the BESTMO app where I'd like it to be located so that I have easy access to it right there. So now I'm going to launch the BESTMO application. And if this is your first time setting up the BESTMO, you can do that simply by linking a Google account, or you can click the sign up option right there. I'm just going to use the same email that I had used during the purchase process. And I just simply linked my Google account. So now at this point, what I want to do is add this BESTMO lawnmower to the app. So I'm going to click on the add option right there. And I'm going to give the app location permission. And if you haven't already set up the antenna, you can do so at this point. So to set up the antenna, we need to find a place that is away from anything that's like an overhang. You want to be able to look straight up into the sky. Where we put the mount up there, it's going to be in an area that has a pretty good view of the sky overall. The clearer the view you have of the sky, the better off you're going to be with getting a signal. So we're plugged in there, and then we have the wire running through the mount all the way down. And then here on the ground, we're running it through the first pipe, and then the second pipe with the little arm here. We're gonna go in through this. This particular bracket is going to screw into the back of the antenna. And then the end of the USB power cord here is gonna go through this little guy. And we're going to secure that down into place when we plug it in. So we're going to put all this together and I'll show you what that looks like when it's all hooked up. So we can see we have it screwed in there and secured with the cord running down the inside of this pipe, and then that's going to go up to where we secured that section of the pipe to the mount on the wall. So we're going to be able to just lift that up right through the cord and then screw this in up there. Now we have the antenna all hooked up, screwed in, and then we did a little cable management here with the wire so that it's pretty taut coming down the wall all the way here to the ground, and then we come over wrapping up the wire here. I think we're going to put this wire onto a hook or something right in this area, and then we're all plugged in and good to go with our antenna. And then we're going to go on to the next page. I'm going to select my antenna and then configure your Wi-Fi internet connection. Select your Wi-Fi router, enter in your router password. And once your antenna's location is fixed, do not change it, as this can affect the robot's localization accuracy. So I have it in a fixed location, and I'm waiting for it to pick up enough satellites where it's in the green zone. So I'm going to wait for it to do that. And once we hit that green zone, then I'm going to click here where it says fixed RTK location. So now we have a good Wi-Fi signal. We have enough satellites that we're connected to, and our antenna is online. So it says to not place the BESTMO indoors, such as in a garage or similar location. The charging station should be installed away from obstacles and trees, approximately 2 meters from the wall. So I had it up here close to the wall, so I moved it a little bit away for now to see if I can get it hooked up and connected. So we're going to retry this, and we get that the connection has been successful. Go over how to raise or lower the cutting height, the deck on your BESTMO lawnmower. So what we're going to do to raise or lower the deck is we're going to unscrew these two screws right here. Your BESTMO comes with this little screwdriver. It's actually an Allen wrench, and what we're going to do is just loosen those up so we can take this cap off. Once you have the cap off, you should see that standard, the deck is going to be at the medium setting, which is about 2.5 inches for cutting. The low setting is about 1.5 inches, and then the top setting is about 4 inches. So if you're looking at about 1.5, this one's actually, I think it's exactly 2.38, so kind of around 2.5. and then we have 4 inches set at the top. So low, medium, high, whichever one you want, you just slide this into place. And then after you do that, you can just put the cap right back on, and you should be good to go and locked in place with the cutting height and where the deck is. I'm going to go over how to create a map with your Bestmo Robot Lawn Mower. So we're going to take what we've actually learned with the first attempt with this and try this again. What we're going to do once we're all connected is click where it says create map. We're going to do the pull stick method. We found it's a little bit more accurate. So to do that, you need to click on that little pull stick option in the upper right hand corner. And then when you have the stick connected to the front, we can click where it says I'm ready. And now we're going to drag it around the perimeter of the lawn. So the things that we learned the first time, we did it 4 inches away from the perimeter, but we found that it was a bit cautious, maybe a little bit more cautious than we would have preferred when we had first made that map where it was a handful of inches away from the edge of the lawn. So what we're doing this time around is dragging it over the edge that we want to do. Went around this patch of grass much more aggressively that time in mapping it, making sure that it was actually over the line where we wanted to cut, because there really isn't anything dangerous in the way. And then additionally, we trimmed back these boxwoods. You can see that it left some long grass here because it was being careful not to cut in to where these boxwoods were hanging over the lawn, which is to be expected. So once we're done mapping, we can check this and say that we're done with the mapping process. So we were able to create that perimeter. And again, in the instructions, it says to stay 4 inches away from the perimeter that you would like to set. But if you do that, from what we've noticed when it was mowing, is it wouldn't go over that perimeter. So you might have to go back over yourself and trim the areas that it left. That's why this time around we went over the line, because we wanted to try to mow all of the area that we have here. I want to make an additional note at this point in the video. I got a software update on my Bestmo, and I noticed that it was a bit better at going up to and doing the areas around the perimeter that I had set. So in areas where it's safe, I went a little bit over the line, but then in areas where it was a little bit more dangerous, like along an edge where I had sand that I didn't want it to go into, or along a street edge where I didn't want it to fall over the curb into the street. For instance, in those areas, I was a little bit more cautious and maybe gave it about 3 to 4 inches away from the edge in the more dangerous areas. But in the safer areas of my yard, I went right up to or even over the line in those cases. An additional thing to note in the app, when you send your Bestmo out to mow your lawn, you can select either a low, medium, or high setting with how sensitive it is with object detection and how it does around the different objects. So in my first tests, I had this at the high setting, and it was super cautious around the boxwood, for instance. So you can put this down to medium or low, and it will be a little bit less sensitive, a little more confident in going around those areas. So you can play around with that, how sensitive you want it to be. And if you ever want to edit or create additional maps, you can click where it says mow and then click the edit option in the bottom right hand corner. You can add an additional mowing area, you can delete an area, and you can also add or delete obstacles as well with inside a mowing area. Now to start mowing, we're going to click where it says mow at once, and then we're going to click the mow option. And then it'll back up off of the dock, and it should get going and start mowing this area. back over to its charging station, and even though we mapped it kind of right along, even a little bit over the edge, it still missed a couple spots, maybe like right here, and it was still pretty cautious over by those boxwoods, and it maybe missed a little spot here, but otherwise it was able to grab everything. And I recommend having it mow your lawn maybe 2 or 3 times, so anything that it perhaps missed in its first run, it can grab on the second go around. The mower is super quiet. You almost don't even know when the blades are cutting because of how quiet it is. Something that could also be happening is you can see it's really bright over here and it's shady over by the bushes, so maybe the contrast between the really dark to bright is making it just a little bit more hesitant along this edge as opposed to over in this area. And as it's working its way through the lawn, you can kind of see it moving back and forth, and that kind of seems to be in the areas where it's using its cameras to kind of identify what's around it to see what's safe and if it can continue to mow and go on the path that it's decided to utilize. I'd also expect it to continue to get better after it's mowed the same area a number of times, as it's learned the area, scanned it, and kind of what it's going to expect when it's mowing your lawn. But that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for stopping by, and consider subscribing for more content in the future.